You know I'm ready. J Fresh, you ready? Oh, he's ready. J Fresh is always ready, and Andrew is always ready. There's never a moment in time where Andrew is not ready. J Fred. So hopefully I have everything figured out with the route now. It's just going to be whether or not the 50% I lose happens or not. Hey, how's it going, FF? Yeah, we're just starting. Sit back, relax, get ready for 2.5 hours of disaster. 2.5 hours of me just screaming into the microphone, hoping that I don't die. We need a quote for J Fresh, but what's it gonna be? I'm at the water park. My bros are at Chili's. I'm at the water park. J Fresh is at Chili's. I wish I was at Chili's with J Fresh. I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that quote anymore. I don't remember where it came from. It's like my favorite quote, though. Did you see the brownies I made on Sunday? I ate them and then forgot what I did for the last 3 days, so no. Hey, how's it going, Dunks? Appreciate it, man. Good to have you here. If you liked that record, you're gonna love this disaster. If you like records, tell you what, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place for that. Fresh Games only ever made 5 games. Well, why would they make more games? They made 5 Fresh games. That's like LeBron James winning 5 championships and being like, wow, why didn't you get a 6th one? That's 5 championship games. You can't expect more than that. That's the way J Fresh rolls. He comes in, he drops 5 bangers, and then he leaves forever. Doesn't overstay his welcome. That's the J Fresh way. He dropped the bangers and got out before the fresh wore off. Is that actually what you think? Get help. It ain't called stale games. It's all about that fresh. Death's voice in Final Fantasy VII Soundscape. Snipes! Think of it, 35 months. Yeah, it's really great to hear that you like the New Game Plus run so much. I never really thought that any of my speedruns would get people into speedrunning. I just kind of do it for fun. So knowing that that helped motivate you to try out speedrunning is awesome. And whether or not you like it or not isn't the point. You know, a lot of people will try speedrunning and it's just not for them, but trying it's cool to get people to try it because sometimes people fall in love with it. Like, if one of my speedruns gets you to try speedrunning and you hate it, then that's fine. But if I get you to try speedruns and it ends up being something you love and do for the next, like, 20 years of your life, then, like, wow. You know? That's, like, so cool to think that I motivated you to do something that ended up being, like, a huge hobby, so... Because usually if you get into speedrunning and you like it, you stick with it for a long time. It's just one of those things. Either you really like it or you don't like it. Yeah, luckily running 7 is a lot better now, because it used to be trash. It used to be the worst thing. But now, Any% and New Game Plus are both really cool categories. Yeah, don't feel weird if you like watching speedruns but not playing them. I was the same way for a while, and I think a lot of people are that way still. You know, like I said, I think there's 3 levels of speedrunning. Either you hate it, you like to watch it, or you love it. You know? Like, I don't see many people, like, just do it a little bit every once in a while. Like, it's either you do it constantly, or you watch it constantly, or you hate it. It's just one of those things. Hey, Bryce, thank you for the 436. You're the bomb, dude. Oh, that crit, though. If only he hit Barrett, I would have gotten a crit and a limit. This run does not have UFI skip or materia smuggling. Oh, I could have bravered, but... Yeah, it used to have UFI skip, but with the new skip, UFI skip is no longer necessary. And it doesn't have smuggling because that's only fair game in New Game Plus. This used to be the category that UFI Warp was like the whole run, and it was awful. Nice. This can be pretty good. Probably my best guard scorpion split ever. Even in the other category. I just had really good movement, so I didn't get a random battle before Guard Scorpion. And then Barrett got a crit. How long is 100%? 16-ish hours, I think. 100%'s a bit weird in this game because there is no 100% defined by the game, so the speedrun community defined it ourselves. And it's basically like every... I think it's like one of every materia, every... I don't remember if it's all pickups or not. But it's like one of every materia, all the ultimate weapons, all the ultimate limits. I don't remember if level 99 is part of it. Emerald weapon beaten, ruby weapon beaten. I think actually you have to get all weapons and armor too. So you have to do like Ancient Forest. Yeah, honestly, 100% is a pretty cool category, except for Sneak Attack. Sneak Attack kind of ruins the entire category. I think more people would run it if Sneak Attack wasn't a thing. Like, I think it would actually be a potentially, you know, category that like a lot of people would maybe even run if it weren't for Sneak Attack. Yeah, it's not just the fact that it's hours of chocobo racing, it's hours or 10 minutes. Either you get Sneak Attack right away and save like 3 hours, or you spend 3 hours and never get it. So it's just, it completely destroys the speedrun. It becomes this giant Sneak Attack RNG roll. Because you could waste hours screwing up things and then get Sneak Attack quickly in PB. Because that's how random Sneak Attack is. It's insane. I think I've spent 4 or 5 hours trying to get Sneak Attack before. I remember as a kid spending hours trying to get it. But technically you could get it in like 10 minutes. If you were lucky. So that just really throws the whole category into a weird place. Where it's like it barely matters what you do the whole run if you get good Sneak Attack RNG. Like, that's just a bit too random, you know? Like, even the old any % route with terrible Yuffie luck, if you screwed Yuffie luck up, if you got unlucky, it would waste like 30 seconds each time. Which is a lot of time if you're going for like world record, but if you're just PBing, then it's not like a huge deal. You could still PB if you screw up, if you get like really bad Yuffie luck. But with Sneak Attack luck, it's like you can't even... You could be there for hours and just never get it. It's just one of those things. I don't know. I'm not sure if you have to max materia or not. It's kind of a shame, too, because the rest of the category is pretty cool. Like, beating Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon quickly and stuff is all cool. No, the old route, you had to get her in Junon for a specific glitch. And in Junon, she has a 12.5% chance of spawning. And you lose about 30 seconds every time you miss. Which doesn't sound that bad until you consider that it's 2 hours to get there. So you spend 2 hours getting there, and then if your PB as a first try Yuffie and you miss, your run is just kind of dead. If you're going for like real good runs. See if I can not screw up Jesse Skip this time. I'm 0 for 2 this week. Should be good. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, step count doesn't help with UV. I don't remember why. I don't remember if it's because of just the way the RNG rolls, or if it's because it's on the world map, or because you have to load the save. But for some reason, it's non-applicable. If only. Same with Wrong Warp RNG. Although I have a theory that Wrong Warp RNG can be manipulated, because I had like 3 runs in a row where I got Wrong Warp RNG first try and then a pincer attack directly after that. And that just seems like insane that that would happen if it wasn't like somewhere somehow manipulated. Remake Barrett is one of my favorite characters ever. And the voice actor's a cool dude too. Dude, I had to defend my boy Chadley yesterday. I was doing Bahamut fights. And Chadley kept saying the same thing over and over again because I kept talking to him, and my wife was like, wow, he's annoying, and I was like, don't you call Chadley annoying! Had to represent. Cloud. You take that back. Thanks, Weeguru. I appreciate it, man. Why are they so close? Are they always that close? Chadley does give a bunch of info about him when you beat the final tournament. If you haven't seen that yet, just go check it out. You can watch the very last bonus episode of my Let's Play. That's like the very last thing we see. And then Cloud's just like, cool. I still plan on doing an in-depth run? You mean like a story run? Maybe. I think what I'm going to end up doing, honestly, is like, whenever I decide to start this epic Final Fantasy quest, whenever we get to 7, that's when I'll do like a lore run. Because that would make the most sense, right? I definitely don't want to do one now. But that would be interesting to do. And like, I think that would work. I wouldn't do the remake. Like if I did that, I would do just the core games, no side games or anything. It's already gonna take an insane amount of time without side games, so. Now granted, I'll still do side games eventually, like we're still doing 10-2 for the Platinum Quest and stuff, but if I do like a Let's Play Final Fantasy Epic Let's Play series, I'll just do the core games, and I'll do them completely OG, so I'll do like the NES version of Final Fantasy 1, even though it blows. I'll do like the most OG I possibly can of every game. Including the PS1 version of Final Fantasy VII. Oh boy. That'll be epic. Death You Handsome in the chat. .21 grenades. Oop. Bit slow, but still good. I got caught on the last step. This is a sick start. We actually talked about Final Fantasy V earlier. How much time do you save? Like 97 minutes. Like, I don't even know. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. An insane amount of time. Where's Dank Chains? I don't think I'll ever speedrun any other Final Fantasy games. Long speedruns aren't really my thing, and most of them are long. Out of the way, spiky hair guy. Uh-oh. I got the glitch. Uh-oh. I did the glitch on accident. I don't know how to fix this. I think I'll be okay if I just stand here. I need to activate text. Okay. That was the most awkward thing ever. So the game didn't know to give me the coupon because it didn't know to give me text. So I had to try to run into the kitchen. So the guy said get out of the kitchen, so we knew to do his last line. Good thing I knew what to do there, or I would have been stuck. Usually the game waits for Cloud to stand up for him to say that line, but he never stood up. So I had to try to run into the kitchen so I could activate him talking again. But hey, it worked out. So that glitch there, basically if you talk to the guy that says glub glub or whatever, at the same exact time you're supposed to sit down, you never sit down. And you can actually walk around while they're cooking your food. And there's a very, very, very small time save there where you like run out right when you get the item. But it's not worth going for because it's super weird and dangerous to do. But I did it on accident. Good. Oops. I was ahead of myself. Yeah, so normally the guy gives you your food and then you stand up and then you can run out. But if you do that glitch, you can like run out without having to stand up and save like half a second, but it's totally not worth it because going for it is incredibly annoying and you usually waste more time setting it up than you do actually saving time. But I was mashing circle on my way over to the bar and I just accidentally got it. The beautiful, bro.
This game sucks.
This minigame sucks. Now you don't miss your crush. That's because I am your crush. So of course you don't miss me, I'm right here. What's up, Lord Potato? How many squats do you think Zach will do? Dude, unlimited. He's been practicing his whole life for this. His entire life was built up to this moment. I'm at the water park, my bros are at Chili's. Can you do the what the honk sound effect during the next cutscene? Which one? Where Cloud is talking to Tifa and Aerith, or Corneo? Any cutscene?
What the honk?
There you go. What is that soundbite from? The fact that you don't know makes me happy. You should stay that way. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty much everything that they didn't have to change, they didn't. Like the way this whole mansion's laid out, with the exception of the dungeon being not right there, but in the other room. But like even the circular, you know, way that the doors are lined up and the way this room is lined up and anything that they could keep the same, they did. For some strange reason, my new GPU tends to kick the FPS into like 30.4 territory for like a split second. If it stayed there any longer than a split second, I'd have to actually lower my FPS because it wouldn't balance, but it's only there for like a second and then goes right back down. So. Yeah, they say to be between like 29.9 and 30.1. And I'm just sitting at 30 most of the time. Sometimes lower. Yo, Dr. Pepper, thank you so much for the 7 months. The best resub. So yeah, 30.4 is bad, but it only ever pops there for like a split second and goes right back down, so it's all good. If I actually saw 0.4 for more than a second, then I would need to lower my FPS to keep it at 30. Seems to happen more with transitions than anything. And then it does like that and goes to 27 randomly. I'm not that worried about it anyways, because I'm not going for a world record in this category. I'd be a little more worried about it if I was like trying to get world record. What's up, punk? That sounds so mean. What's up, punk? Get out of here! Wow. Way to crit Aerith. That's mean. You better not hit Aerith again. God, do I have to heal Aerith here? She can't die. I need the XP. Uh-oh. She's back, bro. It should be okay. That was close. Aerith almost died. That would have been a problem. She needs to get the XP from this fight. The chances of him hitting Aerith and critting. Been watching some of my videos at times too. I can talk faster, so it sounds like normal. Is this what I normally sound like when you watch my videos at times too? Now the people watching in times 2 just got real confused. Like, oh my god, he's light speed. Thanks for the host, Punk. And thank you for that 2 months. Appreciate it, man. Now we don't care if Aerith dies. Because we're not getting experience anyways. I don't think I need these potions. I keep using them, but to be honest, I don't think I need them because I think I can just heal. Like when I put Restore on Aerith, I should be able to just use her to heal up, but I always think to use the potions instead. Welcome back, Ethical. Anyone know what that item is? I keep telling myself it's a potion, but is it actually a high potion? Echo Screen? That'd be useless. Excalibur 2? That's useless. I was thinking, like, if that's anything not other than a potion, or like an echo screen, it might actually be good for selling. But I honestly don't remember what it is. If it's an ether, it's definitely worth picking up. I have to look into that. Somebody check the Final Fantasy VII guide. Why don't I have a Final Fantasy IX Let's Play? Because I haven't done a Final Fantasy IX Let's Play. But we will be doing a Platinum quest for it soon, which won't be on YouTube, but it'll be here on Twitch. I'm gonna hate my life when I do that. It's either a high potion or an ether. Either one would be good, probably. So, I don't know, would the high potion really be worth it? How much do high potions sell for? Because I already have one, I don't need another one. Ah, that's annoying. Tifa has her limit break. I can't break the pyramid. It's a high potion. So it depends on... it depends on how much high potions sell for then. Oh, again. 75 gil. That's not even enough for a grenade. Might get one extra grenade if you have 5 leftover gil. Probably not worth it. Not if the grenade route actually works. If I get the stupid non-runaway fight, then yeah, an extra grenade would be nice. But the hope is that that doesn't happen ever again. That happened twice already. Oh, got the split. So far, runaways have been good in this fight, or this run. I actually got Barrett to run to the thing quicker doing that. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, we'll find out in a half an hour. The longest split. Look at those graphics. I missed the split, so I skipped it. I forgot to press the button. Yeah, I know a lot of PS1 games didn't age very well because of the technique, but I really like the pre-rendered backgrounds and models sitting on top. I always liked that look. It just makes the game, like, look really, really nice. At least back then. I had never seen anything like it. I was like, this looks like real life. This looks like someone painted it. Like, it looks gorgeous. Before then, all I had played was like Mario, where everything is just a sprite. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy VII was just ahead of its time regardless, but this happened to be the first game I played that wasn't, like, 16-bit at the most, so it blew my mind. But even to people that had seen stuff like this before, this game was revolutionary in a lot of different ways, especially the cutscenes. But for me as a kid, I was like, this is... Yeah, I had one of those moments where I was like, it's never going to get better than this. Like, this is as good as video games are ever going to look. This is so realistic. Like, look at that crane. Is that real life? I mean, just imagine, like, 12-year-old me. Probably younger than that. 10-year-old me. Please don't steal. You know, the only games I had played were, like, Super Mario, and the most realistic game I had ever played was, like, Sonic on Genesis. Like, that's the best graphics I'd ever seen, was, like, Sonic 2. And then, like, not only is this, like, the first disc game I've ever played, but it's 3 discs. I open the thing up, it's like, what is this? This must be, like, the magnum opus of video games. I've played games on, like, these cartridges. Now I got 3 CDs. I've been listening to, like, music CDs my whole life. This thing couldn't even fit on 1 disc. 3 discs, holy cow. And then I pop it in, I see this. I see that opening cutscene with, like, the train and everything. And I'm like, this is the future. It's never gonna get better than this. This is the actual future. Yeah, come to think of it, I might have actually seen, like... I don't think I had played Mortal Kombat yet, but I had seen some, like, racing arcade games. So that's probably about as realistic as I had ever seen. But, like, a lot of those old racing arcade games actually had pretty crappy graphics because they were more, you know, worried about the frame rate and the car itself. So maybe the car looks good, but the audience is, like, blurs. Everything's just like a blur of color and walls. But yeah, that's probably like the most realistic thing I had played or seen before Final Fantasy VII. And shortly after that, I had played Resident Evil 3, and the graphics of that probably blew my mind even more, just because it was a little more, like, visceral. But yeah, the very first, as far as I remember, the very first game I put into my PS1 was Final Fantasy VII, and I was like, this is gaming. That's probably why it made such an impact on me. And like I said, I mean, this is the game that got me into video games. That's why it's my favorite game, and it's easy to see why when I hadn't played Super Nintendo yet. Making a jump like that is just like crazy. At least if I were like most other people and I had played the Super Nintendo and I had played stuff like Final Fantasy VI and stuff, it wouldn't have been such a huge jump. But going from freaking Godzilla 2 on NES to this is just absurd. And I definitely, you know, had that thing where, like, I got out of Midgar and I was like, this is the end of the game, right? Like, there's no way it's longer than this. Alright, so 670 is what we want. I still haven't done the math to see how much I actually need to buy here. I just kind of eyeball it each time, but it's fine. Yeah, then I was like, wait, there's 2 more discs in the... Maybe those are music discs, I don't know. Those are like DVD bonus features. What also was crazy is not only was, you know, the game 3 discs and more than Midgar, but I got out of Midgar and I'm still on disc 1. Like, what? You're telling me after all that I haven't even gotten to disc 2? Stupid Mog kid. Yeah, Zelda speedruns are so cool. Like, I'm not a Zelda fan. I didn't grow up with Zelda. I played the first one and was like, how does this game even work? And then didn't play any of the other ones till way later. But I still, like, am in awe of Legend of Zelda speedruns. And whenever, like, a big news comes out, like when Ocarina of Time was finally completely broken, or when the big Holy Grail skip was found in Twilight Princess, I think it is. The one with the giant wall that they were trying to get through for like 10 years. Whenever that news comes out, it's like so cool. And I always like watch a bunch of videos on it and stuff, because that stuff is just so interesting to me. Wind Waker, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's like such a neat thing. For not being a Zelda fan, I'm like a huge fan of the speedruns. And that's cool how like I can enjoy Zelda in a different way. Since I didn't really grow up with it, but I can still enjoy the speedruns. See ya, OMG. Well, I got fast cycle by like a mile. That's like no longer hard for me to get. My movement has improved quite a bit. Come on, Cloud. Do the thing. My movement's better. Immediately runs into wall. Yeah, I feel that way. I think I'm the same way with a lot of series. I mean, I'm definitely that way with Final Fantasy. But I will say, with Final Fantasy, I'm still excited for, like, the next releases. It's just I come at it with a grain of salt because I really haven't enjoyed the last. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. It's really just 15 I didn't like. 14 I haven't really given a fair chance yet, and I did enjoy the small bit I did play. And 13 I loved when it came out. I just don't really like it anymore. But I still loved 13 when I first played it, so I shouldn't really say I disliked it. 15 is really the only Final Fantasy game I had a bad experience with. So I shouldn't rat out the whole series just for that. There's a good chance that I love 16 and then I'm back on board. Though I will say over time, with all the side games and 15 and everything they did with 15, it does leave a really big sour taste in my mouth. I'm not sure what to think of 16 when 15 was, you know, what's a nice word for it? I don't know a nice word for it. I'm glad you enjoyed 15. I know a lot of people that enjoyed 15. I don't think 15 is really a terrible game. There's definitely a lot there for a lot of people. I just personally really disliked it. And there's a couple things about it that I don't agree with. The game was sold to us as a universe, in that we needed to purchase the movie, the mobile games, the everything in order to enjoy it. And I dislike that quite a bit. I should be able to just purchase the game and enjoy it. Instead, it was so convoluted and difficult to understand because they wanted you to play the mobile games and play the crappy PSN game and watch the movie. And all of that stuff sucked, so at least maybe if like the movie was actually good, it would have been worth it to watch the movie, but the movie was bad, the mobile games were garbage, trash, gotcha games, and you almost had to play them to understand what the heck was going on in the real game. And even then, it still wasn't great. So I just disagree with that. Whether or not you like the game or not, I think most people can get on board with. I think they handled it quite poorly. And then, like, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough that they pushed a movie and mobile games, but they also had ads in the game. And they also pushed its own advertising campaign so hard that I couldn't watch a single channel. I couldn't watch a channel on TV, watch a Netflix show, watch a YouTube video, or play a mobile game without seeing an ad for Final Fantasy 15. So they pushed the game like down our throats to the point where it was impossible not to notice it. And that's just kind of, I don't agree with that much. But I'm glad that some people got enjoyment out of it. Thanks for the 500 bits there, bro. And thank you for the 3 months, Civvy. Appreciate it. Yeah, enjoy that blue badge. I have no idea if Tifa's limit can kill here. just gonna not bother with it. The other thing I disliked about 15 is that they marketed it as a game for new fans, and I always hate that. I've talked about it many times, and I still disagree with it. But that's more of a personal thing. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. I just don't like it. Please no, please. I don't know how to stop this, dude. I might have to start walking here. Oh, thank God, it's only one. I can deal with one. This doesn't ruin the run. Just waste some time. The 3 enemy fight ruins the run because I have to use so many grenades that it just ruins the whole route. But one guy is okay. I don't know how to stop that random encounter though. I'm gonna have to start walking there. And even then, I'm not sure if it'll work. Rebuild, thank you so much for the 777, dude. Oh man, you start Legend Dragoon? That's awesome, dude. Enjoy it. It's amazing. Yeah, the DLC for 15 was also a disaster. Although, I've been told it's very good, but the way they managed it was pretty awful. Not to mention they made an entire VR DLC that was like the price of a full game and was just fishing. What's up, Casius? So yeah, whether or not you like the game or not, I just think it was very mismanaged. That was close. So it's a little hard to get behind it, even if some people did enjoy it. Because most of the reasons I disliked it are personal reasons, so I can't say the game's bad just because I didn't like it. But I definitely think it was mismanaged. There are a couple things I could point out that I think are universal, but for the most part, I just didn't enjoy my experience. And there were definitely a lot of good things. You know, the game itself was pretty beautiful. All right, gotta be bomb. Gotta be bomb. Nice. Yeah, I really like Final Fantasy XII, but man, did it have, like, so much potential that was ruined by a last-minute decision. I feel like 12 could have been one of the best games on the PS2 if it weren't for some questionable decisions. But I still really, really liked 12 a lot. My first casual playthrough of 12 was like one of the greatest video game experiences for me. Finding all the hunts and like I didn't really do much guide work with 12. I really just explored it and kind of found most of everything myself. It was really cool. Like imagine playing the original Legend of Zelda, but like not looking up everything and just slowly finding your way around everything. Oops. That was kind of me with 12. Only near the end did I finally like open up the guide and do everything else. I just kind of like explored and found all these rare enemies on accident and found all these rare items on accident. It was just really fun and cool. I don't really have that feeling with games anymore. Usually stuff is so hidden that you have to look it up, or, you know, you just don't feel like wasting 100 hours looking for things when there's so many other games for you to play. But at the time, 12 was like the only thing I had to play, so I just really just explored the whole world. That's just not really something I do in video games much anymore, so I remember it. The splits are off? Oh, did I split? Huh. Wonder how I split. It's alright. We're good now. I must have accidentally pressed the button. Don't worry, backwards is okay. Forwards is the problem. Backwards we can do. Yeah, don't soft lock me, please. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but for me, video gaming feels a lot different nowadays. Like, for me personally, I usually get a game, and my plan with the game is to kind of like, I don't necessarily rush through games, but when I get a game, my thought process is like beat the game, and then get everything, and then move on to the next game. That's usually my goal. And whether or not, you know, that takes 40 hours or 100 hours, it doesn't matter. But I try to be constantly moving towards my ultimate goal of finishing it so that I can move on to another game. Back in the day, it was not like that. Back in the day, it was like I got a game and it was like I just played it. You know, I wasn't thinking about finishing it. I was just playing it. And as long as it was still fun, I kept playing it. Gaming feels a bit more like a chore nowadays, where I'm just trying to finish it. And I'm not talking about streaming. Streaming's different. I'm talking about, like, casually playing games off stream. It feels more like a chore sometimes, especially when I'm, like, trophy hunting or just getting that 100% to pop up, like. And when I'm done with the game, I kind of put it on my shelf and pull the next one off the shelf, and so it feels like I'm moving down a line. Whereas as a kid, it was like I had this game, and that's all I have, and I'm just going to play that game because it's the one I own, you know? So, it just feels a bit different now. And it's not just trophies, but you get what I mean, you know? I didn't have so many options when I was a kid, so. I mean, there were many times where I 100%ed a game and just started it again. You ever do that? You finish a game 100%, then you just immediately start playing it again? I never do that nowadays. Other than, like, with the remake, because, you know, I had more than I wanted to accomplish in it. But, yeah, like, I never do that anymore. I finish a game, I'm done with it. And I have this whole stack of games that I've been waiting to play, so I'm not about to play this one again. I want to move on to the next one. Or I have a whole list of Steam games that I'd like to try, so, like, why would I play this again? But back in the day, it was like, when I didn't have that many games, and I was still having fun with it, I would play it again. I remember specifically doing that with, like, Spyro. I used to just 100% Spyro 1 over and over. And granted, that was a shorter game, but still. Yeah, part of it might be that games are just bigger nowadays, too. But that's not always true. I mean, most games I play nowadays are like 40 to 50 hours, and a lot of the PS1 games I played back in the day were much longer. Plus, I was younger, so it took me longer to get through them. What's up, Batonic? Alright. I need to heal. I need to heal if... Okay. We should be... It should be good. Yeah, I don't know, there's something about just having a backlog that makes everything feel like a chore. It's not just like trophies or... Another thing too is that games are more grindy nowadays, you know? Like back in the day, RPGs were the only grind games. Everything else was like, you know, just a game, just a fighting game or just a racing game. But nowadays, everything's an RPG. Everything has experience, everything has, you know, so everything feels like a grind. You can't really play a game without feeling like there's some kind of grind in it. And so that kind of adds to the whole feeling like it's a chore. But I think the biggest thing is just that having a backlog of games really makes you feel like whatever you're playing is just the barrier to get to the next one, you know? And so it just makes you feel like, in the back of your head, it kind of feels like a chore a bit. That's not to say it's not fun or anything, but just saying, it does feel that way sometimes. I have had times where I'm playing a game and I just think to myself, like, am I having fun right now or am I just playing it? Whereas I would have never said that as a kid. That's part of the reason I have such an issue with MMOs. I have such a hard time playing MMOs because I just play it and I think, like, is this fun or am I just doing it? And sometimes the answer is not that it's fun. And I mean, trust me, I'm an RPG guy. I like grinding just like anyone else, but there does come a time where I just start to feel like I'm not having fun anymore. I understand the full story of Kingdom Hearts as much as anyone else, which is pretty, you know, confused. Even the highest echelon of Kingdom Hearts lore people still don't understand some things, because it's kind of left up to interpretation. But I do understand most of it because I did 100% every game, so. But yeah, a lot of stuff in Kingdom Hearts is left up to interpretation on purpose. It's kind of like, if you let the fan base theorize, they'll end up coming up with a better answer than what you could have come up with. It's the Dark Souls strat, where you just let the fan base create the lore. So glad you made that comparison. I'm sorry to compare things to Dark Souls, but in this case, it's the perfect metaphor because literally the Dark Souls developer came out and said, there is no lore, you guys made it all up. So that's exactly that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you've never seen that before, I don't remember which one said, I think it was Dark Souls 2. There was some interview where they were like, so what is the lore and how did you write the lore? And they were like, we didn't write any lore, we just wrote random things and the community figured it out. So, and that's not the way Kingdom Hearts is, but it's that was the point I was getting across, is that some things they keep ambiguous. Yo, Witchy, thank you so much for the 5 months. Thanks so much. Hope you're doing well as well. Kingdom Hearts just doesn't look fun to you, but that's just me. It's not just you. Kingdom Hearts is pretty divisive. Some people love it, some people hate it. I realized the other day why I like Kingdom Hearts so much. I think a big reason that I like Kingdom Hearts a lot. I mean, there's a lot of reasons I like Kingdom Hearts. The characters, like organization and stuff, like I really like a lot. Me and my buddy who passed away were big Kingdom Hearts fans. He even got a Kingdom Hearts tattoo on his back, so like that was our game that we shared together. So it has like a really important place in my heart. But I was thinking the other day, like, why else do I like Kingdom Hearts other than the fact that it's just, you know, an important game to me? And I realized that I grew up loving RPGs, but then as I got older, I got into more input-based stuff, like platformers, FFR, rhythm-based games. And so when I got into, like, college, I had grown up with RPGs, but I was into input-heavy games. And then here comes Kingdom Hearts. Plus, I was like, I mean, as everyone is, I was a Disney fan. So, here comes Kingdom Hearts, which is a Square Enix RPG mixed with, you know, input-heavy and precise gameplay, you know, with perfect blocking and counters and all that. And then it's also like Disney. Like, it was just like the perfect storm of everything I loved at that time. I never really thought of it that way, but like, yeah, that probably is one of the biggest reasons why I loved it so much when it first came out. Because obviously I didn't have the whole connection with it when it first came out. Nowadays I do, but when it first came out, I didn't have such a big connection with it. So like, what was it about it that really hooked me? I think it was that. I think it was the fact that it was like a great combination of two things I was into at the time. Plus Disney. Because, you know, Disney. But nowadays, it's more of just a personal thing, you know. It's kind of like, even if you don't like the newest Zelda game, if you grew up with Zelda and love Zelda, you're going to probably buy the next Zelda game, regardless of whether or not you like it. That's kind of where I am with Kingdom Hearts. Like, I was going to buy Kingdom Hearts 3, even if they came out and said, hey, listen, it's trash. I'd have been like, great, give it to me. Luckily, it wasn't trash. But I don't think there was a power on this planet that could have stopped me from buying Kingdom Hearts 3. It's just one of those things. I would say I feel the same way with Final Fantasy, but to be honest, I don't know if I do anymore. I haven't liked the way they've gone with the series in a very long time. Like I said, I do think 14 is great, and I like 13 as well, but all the spin-offs and 15 have really made me feel like it's not the same series I grew up with, so I'm not so bent on getting the new one. I'm sure I still will, but just saying. It doesn't have that same effect where it's like, oh, it's Final Fantasy, I have to buy it. If they made a Final Fantasy 13-4, I don't think I'd run to the store and buy it. Let's go, Chissy. Like, you know, if Final Fantasy 16 comes out, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to see what it's all about. But if they made some weird spin-off Final Fantasy game, I probably wouldn't be there day one to pick it up. Whereas Kingdom Hearts, I think they could come out with like a stupid spin-off garbage game and I'd be like, yeah, I'll buy it. Actually, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the spin-offs. If they made Kingdom Hearts 4 and they were like, listen, it's 4 minutes long, you start it up and it just makes a fart noise, I'd probably still buy it. I feel like that's a problem with like a lot of things right now. Like, Fallout fans are sad because they have this feeling that it's like we have to buy Fallout 76 even if it's bad because it's part of the experience, it's part of the series. Even if it's bad, we want to see how bad it is and everything, and you're like forced to buy it, and it sucks because they don't have to really care so much about how good the game is anymore. And that leads to, like, I don't want to say laziness, but it just leads to this thing where, like, the goal doesn't necessarily have to be make the best Fallout game, because you know the Fallout fans are going to buy it. It can teeter a lot more towards what will make the most money. Which is how I feel 15 was, for the most part. That's why 15 was for the new fans. Because they knew all the old Final Fantasy fans were going to buy it. So just shove a bunch of ads in it. Is that everything? I hope so. Hope that's everything. That's exactly what I'm saying. Stop buying video games. Go outside, you nerds. This fight's going really well. That crit was a bit annoying, but it should be fine. Go outside, but then come back inside because COVID. But go outside for like a minute, and then go back in. Go outside so I can make my point, and then get back in because pandemic. Just look out the window. Just open the window and stick your head out, and then close it. Just trying to make a point. Alright, as long as he doesn't put Red 13 to sleep, it should be a pretty good fight. How many grenades we got left? 7? Ah, he put Red 13 to sleep. That's the one thing I told you not to do! How could you do this to me? Now Aerith is asleep. This will be pretty good with the 2 limits, yeah. That was alright. Could have been better, but alright, just back row for this, right? Yeah. I don't even need to do back row, he's already back row. Just skip this all together. And I actually have my limit this time. It's too bad I can't get it out full barrier, but it doesn't much matter anyways. How's it going, Cicero? Doing great. It's good to see you, man. Hope you've been doing well. We are a bit low on grenades, but it should be okay. I hope. I should do a Final Fantasy VII Remake version, where in the remake I just use Braver on the dog once and then throw grenades at Rufus and wonder why the fight isn't ending. I thought this was the same game! Mr. B! It's like Bioshock. She calls him Mr. B. That's what the little sisters call the big daddies. How's it going, Adric? Going pretty well so far. We're not dead. That's all that really matters. Okay, so change party, front row. That's it. I could put poison on Cloud here, just to save time later. Oh, and Tranks. Don't forget Tranks. Do not forget Tranks. I will die a horrible death. I think you're going. Hey! Hey! Slink, slink, slink. Well, we're coming up on ground zero. The 50% shot to lose everything. Not really, though. It's like 45 seconds every time I screw it up. Or every time RNG does bad things. wonder if I should have practiced wrong work menus. It's been a hot minute. We'll just wing it. What could go wrong? Other than everything. Yay, didn't crit us this time. What a guy. With some things, yeah, not with menus. Menus practice usually helps me. Because I forget sometimes. Can do something a little different this time. I don't think attacking with Cloud is worth it, so... Now, Braver's worth it, but attacking with him not so much. Just gonna keep that bolt action going. The healing wind after this. He's got to be close, but I'm not risking losing Aerith because he's about to fire his laser with the Burninate. So yeah, like, probably 2 grenades here would make a big difference. I wouldn't have to watch 2 twin burners. Still, we got through it. I'm starting to wonder if selling my potions, picking up that high potion and selling it as well, and using Cure from the menu to heal before sample fight might be a better strategy. Then I'd have more grenades for this fight, because this fight just goes on and on without grenades. I've been getting that every time since I did that new setup. It's definitely not free, but ever since I started doing that setup, I got it every time. Yep. Everyone go get your 4-leaf clovers. Your RNGesus is ready. Still got a little bit of time, but coming up on the 50-50 roll the dice. Hope we don't die. How's it going, Booga? Yeah, modding the music in this game is incredibly easy. You literally go into the folder and plop a music file in that has the same name as the one you want to replace, and it's done. It has to be a file extension that the game can play, but I think the game can play MP3s. But regardless, yeah, it's mega simple. Nice. Fast Sephiroth. Speedy Roth. How does it feel? Yeah, Sephiroth invented the dab. It's true. He also invented Fortnite. I made this. You made this? I made this. Howdy, partner. I'm the only guy in town. Y'all. It's my cowboy impression. Pretty good, I think. I've been working on it. You got to kind of see Cowgirl Tifa. You got to see young... Well, you got to see young Tifa. I don't think we got to see Cowgirl Tifa, did we? I guess not. Just young Tifa. Oh, we did? When was it? I forget. Obviously in one of the flashbacks. Before Airbuster? Okay. Yeah, that's right. The same flashback you see in the original. I should have remembered that. It's the same as the original. Doesn't she say that in English? In some part? I feel like I remember that line. Does she say that in the original? I think in the original she says, I hate them all. And apparently in the Japanese remake she does, but they changed it for English because reasons. In French, they just go schling, schling, clue. I don't know why she does that. Like, I thought maybe she was just looking really close at the materia, but then why does it look like she goes, like, dead weight for a second, and her arms, like, flop around? Like, it's either, like, a really anime, like, ooh, or, like, I don't know. She, like, faints for a second? I don't know. They should have just gone full cartoon and had, like, her eyes pop out of her head or something. Whoa! How many reactors are there? Well, there's 8 in Midgar, right? 1 in Junon. 1 in Gongaga. So that's 10. Then you have 1 in... well... Yeah, well, so one in Coral. One was planned for Wutai but never happened. So that's 11. Underwater reactor. So that's 12. None in Fort Condor. That was another planned one that didn't happen. And the Bell is the Coral one. And then this one. So, 13? And then there's the secret reactor 0, but that depends on if we're including extended or not. So if we're not including it, if we're just talking about Final Fantasy VII, I guess 13. There's none on the None on the final continent. I think at one point they wanted to make one in the North Crater, didn't they? Because, like, that's where all the Mako is, but for whatever reason they couldn't. Yeah, they just weren't there yet. Alright. Here we go. The dice roll. I did get an encounter right before the reactor, so I feel like I shouldn't get one right away, but who knows how this crazy game works. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. There we go. Come on, baby. No whammies. Big bucks. No whammies. Big bucks. No whammies. Big bucks, no whammies, big bucks, no whammies, big bucks, no whammies, big bucks, no whammies. Dang, I could have survived that too if I healed. Shoot, should have healed. I forgot the Cloud had gotten hit and not killed because that never happens. That legitimately never happens. But that actually happened during the Sephiroth section. Which sucks because now every time I have to heal him. Hurry up, Cloud. Oh shoot, I can't. Oh, this is all bad. I can rest in the inn. I guess that's the plan then. What a waste of time this is. I mean, it's better than dying though. Yeah, it even lets you do it for free, which is weird. And Zangan's hanging out too, because reasons. There he is again. He teleported. Alright, we better get it this time then, because that's... If I have to rest it every single time in that inn, it's gonna suck. That's a good start. Oh my god! What a guy. Has anyone tried menu skipping that encounter? I almost wonder if we should try that. Unbelievable. That would have worked if I hadn't gotten crit. I should start trying to menu skip it then, because it's always in the same spot if you load. That doesn't really help much if you don't load, but... I mean, you could save and then reset, and then, you know, menu skip it. That would still be faster than just hoping. Especially if you got hit in the Sephiroth section. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into menu skipping this, or see what else anyone's come up with. Because this has been quite the struggle. Which is unfortunate, because my first 2 attempts at this, it wasn't at all a problem. So like, alright, if I lose a run every once in a while to it, that's fine. But every run since the second run has gotten destroyed by this. See you, Zaps. Close. Ooh. I'll take a preemptive though. Should be good. Run, Cloud, run. We did it. If we get a good Materia Keeper, I'm really not that sad about that time loss. I expect to lose some time there, so I'm really not that upset about it if everything else goes well. We'll see how Materia Keeper goes, seeing as though last time Materia Keeper was a bit of a problem. Slight problem. I don't really know the best way to deal with these guys. It seems like all bolt and then 1 bolt will kill the dog, and then I can just melee the thieves, but... Wait, he left? Did he steal something? I didn't see him steal anything. It said seize, but then I didn't see anything get stolen. The other guy stole a high potion, which I got back. I hope that guy didn't steal something important. Guess we'll find out when I look for something and it's not there.
This game sucks.
Wait, I need to do that. Just do this. I think that's everything. I could save in the first file there, but... it's not a big deal. Aerith, don't miss. One. 2. Should be good. That's what I'm talking about. That's the way we do it. That was fantastic. Alright, saving first slot. Okay. We're on a roll, boys. Just have to not get Palmertized. No, that strat's been around for a really long time. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. I was gonna have to not rest, and now I have to. Thanks. Fantastic. I wouldn't even call it a glitch, more just an exploit. The Lucky Sevens works the way it's supposed to. We just kind of take advantage of it. Yeah. I'd call it an exploit, because you're certainly not supposed to do that. But, yeah, the game's working as intended. Okay, don't need the tent. 3 of those. I forgot to sell. I'm like, where's my money? So let's see, what did I come up with? Bio on Red 13, counterattack, and or no. What else goes on Cloud? No. What goes on Cloud? Oops. I'm forgetting something that goes on Cloud. I'll probably know it when I see it. We heard the captain was here. I'm the captain. What else goes on Cloud? Counterattack? See you, punk. Thanks for being here. All that really matters is Tranks. Do I put Cloud in front row? I think I do. For more counterattack damage. Time. That's what it is. I knew it was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay. Okay, so time, counterattack on Cloud, front row, Tranks, restore on Eris, which he already has. And Bio on Red 13. And Yoshiyuki to Cloud. Wonder if I should move him back to back row though for the next part. Probably not, honestly. I think he'll be fine. See you, DJ. Yeah, that should be good. He only attacks, what, like 8 times? And I have 7 high potions. I think I have 7. Even if he killed Aerith first turn and then did nothing but attack Cloud, Red 13 would still live. Let's see, if it's 10 attacks, then it would be 1 on Aerith, 1 on Red 13. Well, like 2 on Aerith and then all on Cloud. But he would survive the first. Like, he would survive 1 that he didn't heal, so yeah, I think he'd be okay. Plus Red 13 would be able to survive 1 anyways. So, yeah. I think we good. Even then, though, like, even then, Aerith won't die. She'll just restore herself until Bio goes off anyways, so I don't think there's, yeah. At the very least, you'd need, like, 6 high potions. Or maybe even 5. Oh, does she get 1 shot? Then yeah, I guess technically we could run into a problem. He'd have to immediately hit Aerith and then kill Red 13. Or, you know, kill anyone at that point. Stupid Palmer. I've done that so many times. Yeah, she didn't get Materia Keeper XP. That makes sense. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, she lived. Probably just let the other two die, huh? Now that I think about it. It doesn't matter too much, but the counterattack will do more if they die. Plus, I don't have to worry about healing unless it's Cloud. So if he kills anyone else, it saves us a turn. I guess I could do this. Pretty unlucky with these counterattacks anyways. But it will help for the next part too, if they're both dead. It's a little scary, I actually have to get that cure off pretty fast. If he goes right for Cloud. I wonder why that one shot was just a bad roll. He's dead now. Cool. They both died. We got through the fight fast. Everything's looking good. Speaking of looking good, Uprisen. Thanks for the raid. That's a good looking man right there. Alright, all I gotta do is remember the debug menus and save in slot 2. And stare at a truck for like 10 minutes. I love that Aerith is flying there for a second. Yeah, these splits are trash, so disregard the minus 19 minutes. I mean, it kind of gives you an idea of how much Mansion Skip saves, but this run is mostly bad because the route hasn't worked yet. This is the first time the route's gone good so far. And we should be all good now. It's all up to Wrong Warp RNG. The only thing I can screw up is debug menus, but I haven't practiced debug menus in a bit, so I'm hoping I don't screw them up. If I do, it's okay though. This run, I mostly just wanted to get the route through without any big problems, and other than dying twice to Mansion Skip, this was pretty good. Yes, I will save in file 2. I've made that mistake one too many times. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I don't think so. Just leave Cloud in front row sadness. He already has counterattack. I don't need to turn off active battle or anything. Should just be good to go. I could have put my characters in front row to make this a bit faster. Also, I don't think attacking with Aerith is really necessary here. God, we all do no damage. Alright, never mind. Just do this. Good lord. Like, 0 damage. God, Brondo, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Jimco. Welcome. Nice. It actually worked. Good. I don't know where to fight here. Usually I fight on the beach, but I think grass is better because the guy with the magic barrier doesn't matter as much now. It might hurt. You should be all good. Should just be whack away. I probably could have gotten rid of Braver, but in this case it worked. What kind of healing do I have? I could give him Restore, I guess. I don't need Bio, so... Actually, I had time. Okay. Everything is going to plan. This is the first time I've been this deep in any percent. I'm a little worried, but I just gotta pretend like it's a New Game Plus run. Just pretend like I've done this 1,000 times. You know what I will do, just to be safe. I don't think this matters much. Like, he has so much health, I think we're alright, but just to be safe. I've never done this before on any percent. Except the one time I practiced it. That's not good. I don't like to see that. That's not what I want to see. Oh boy. Alright, 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 alright. That's what I like to see. I'm guessing beach is still good here, because you definitely don't want to fight the card enemies. So the beach is probably much safer. And you can't get the jellyfish. Oh god, I got the 4 enemies. At least I have counterattack. Ooh, and I one-shot him too. The beach on the other side is dangerous because you can get those jellyfish. And they can paralyze, which is normally okay with 3 characters, but with 1 it's an instant game over. Alright, let's hope I remember everything. That's not right. Full name, materia, equip, Ultima, equip, Venus Gospel, 2x cut, 2x cut, Master Magic, Steel, he's already front row. That should be everything. I was a little confused at first because there's an extra step in New Game Plus. But this isn't New Game Plus. Okay, equip Red 13, or equip Vincent. Press square. I think that's it. I almost forgot which one it was. That would have been so bad if the very last menu I did wrong. I was like, oh crap, which one is it? I think that's everything. I think we did it right. If I forgot something, we'll find out real fast. No, just don't screw up these fights. 3, 2, 4. Oh shoot! I screwed up this fight. I can fix this. Don't worry, I can fix this. I am Galaxy Brain. I am Galaxy Brain. Nice. That one's not too bad without the mug glitch, but... I literally said out loud 3, 2, 1 and then I hit her twice. Dummy. No, the train, the train. Yeah, you can't screw up these last two. Don't worry, I won't. Remember the part where Cloud jumps on the train and then Sephiroth appears? Welcome back, FF. Yeah, whenever I get to this part, I always say 3, 2, 4 out loud, because that's the first fight is 3 hits, the second fight's 2 hits, the fourth fight's 4 hits. There's a little bit more to it, but I do that to help myself remember. Even though I said it out loud, I still screwed up the first one. I'm gonna take this one slightly safe and wait for that. Thank you for dodging that, Vincent. I think if he got hit by that, it could have actually been a problem. Because he got hit in the first fight, too. I think there is a world where if Genova hits Vincent and Safer hits, and Bizarro hits Vincent, and then Safer does Shadow Flare on Vincent, I think Vincent could actually die. But I've never seen it happen. We did it, boys. He actually hit Vincent, too. Dude, they were trying so hard. They were trying so hard to end this run. They did their best. Alright, well, honestly, I'm really happy with this run. I didn't think this was going to be the run that I was happy with, and I'll probably try a few more runs to see if I can beat it. But I'm okay keeping this time. We died twice to the 50% chance, and the rest was very good. It just sucks that those deaths were so costly, you know. I could have made a lot of mistakes throughout this run and had that not happen and beat this time. So I don't know. We'll see. But at least in terms of like the way this run panned out, I played very well, you know. The only real big time losses were RNG. So I'm very happy with this run. It just sucks that the RNG that did happen did bad things to our body. 2:21:55. Beat our goal. More importantly, these are great splits to run up against too. These are all really great sections. And then just a big time save at Materia Keeper. So yeah, I'll probably give this a few more attempts to see if we can get better luck, or maybe I can find a way to get through that area safer. But other than that, man, this run was great. Guard Scorpion was the best Guard Scorpion split I've ever had. Suna Skip was good. Apps was good. Reno was good. Sample was good. Motorball was slow. Motorball himself was slow. Everything else was good, but Motorball was slow. I also got the Unescapable Battle, but it was only one soldier, so that probably wasted like 30 seconds-ish. Materia Keeper, I lost like however many minutes to the 50% shot. But then Palmer was good, and the final split was good. I got second try wrong warp. So, overall, really, really good run. I'm really happy with this. The time itself, I'm not super happy about, but the actual run, I'm happy about. Yo, C-Mark, thank you so much for the 777. 7th place, that fits. That's exactly what I was planning. I'll just stay in 7th place forever. I'll be the meme. Yeah, for not being serious about this category, 7th is fantastic. But yeah, definitely could save a lot of time if I find a better way through the 50% or just get luckier. So let's see. Is that something we want to try to do? But like I said, regardless of the time, I'm very happy with this run just because everything went, all the tricks and stuff went well. So I'm happy with it. I can watch it and be happy with it. Yeah, I think Diesel has first place, unless it changed. Oh, okay, Camper beat him. I didn't know if... I knew that he had first place. I didn't know if Diesel had beaten him since then. I don't know how many people have done mansion skip runs. Because anyone that does a mansion skip run is automatically above most people that do not mansion skip runs, because it saves so much time. Like, just an absolute insane amount of time. I kind of want to go back and see how much time I lost to those random battles, because I feel like 221 is really slow in comparison to how good I felt this run was. I feel like I lost an insane amount of time there. It's hard to tell with these splits because they were terrible. So, like it says minus 17, but that's because previously it was even worse. I'll have to go back and see. What sucked even more is the fact that I had the rest of the inn when I died. Like, how terrible is that? Too bad I didn't realize I was damaged, because I could have rested at the inn and maybe got through it on my first try, because first try I got laid flat, but I survived it. I would have had to get a lucky run after that, but it could have happened. I still really want to find a way to get through that, like, a lot safer. If I could find a consistent way, this whole run would feel a lot better. But it's still better than Yuffie skip. Anything's better than Yuffie. Anything's better than Yuffie warp. I'll take 50% of my runs dying instead of 100% of my runs dying. Because that's how it was with Yuffie. Giant meatball. Everyone run. That part reminds me of Majora's Mask so much. When it like peers out through the holy. Do what you always do. Just go fight the meteor. That's basically what we've done the whole game. It's just whenever something's bad, you just fight it. Oh, Sephiroth's a god? Just fight him. Diamond Weapon is heading toward Midgar? Just fight him. What could go wrong? He's just like the Earth's monster that's like 10 times bigger than you. Just go fight it. It'll work. Why not just go fight the meteor? We destroyed the monster of the planet and a literal god, so I don't see how we can't just fight a meteor and win. I mean, Sephiroth basically threw a meteor at us. Sephiroth threw a nova at us that destroyed the planet on its own, so I think we can deal with the meteor. Yo, Endlanger. Think of the 2 months. Meteor. Use Meteor Rain. Just use Finishing Touch. Just blow it back into space. Use Super Kate Sith and just have him, like, pick it up and throw it. You tell me Bahamut Zero couldn't have just shot that thing out of space, like, a while ago? You know what would have been cool? I never really thought about it till just now. But you can't get Bahamut Zero until after Meteor is up in the sky? So, what if, like, during the Bahamut Zero, you could, like, see Meteor? Like, he flew around Meteor to get to where his spot is. They could have done that, because technically, you couldn't use him before. Or after. So they could have had him, like, fly past Meteor. That would have been cool. What's up, Prophet? Get Chris Redfield in here. Punch the meteor. I think that would work. Yeah, this is my first real official any percent run. The other one was just let's see if the route works, so that's why it was 3 hours. This is my first real finished run that did the whole route correctly. And I'm pretty happy with it. We just lost a lot of time to the big RNG roll after Mansion Skip. But other than that, this run was really good. Everything that I wanted to worked. We even got first try incredible Materia Keeper fight. I forgot about that. Materia Keeper was amazing. So, yeah, this run was really great, honestly. And Jay Fresh approves, so that's enough for a world record right there. Oh yeah, and I got the glitch in the restaurant. That was funny. Yeah, I think I'll upload this run, regardless of if I decide like it's not going to be my final run. Just because it was a really good one. It was a really fun one. A lot of cool stuff happened, and a lot of the tricks went perfect. And then if we beat it later, I'll upload another one. But I think we'll definitely upload this one. This was a good one. This was a fun one. Yo, Holic, think of the 19 months. Thanks, man. What's up, Hope? Next MTG with Magic Man on stream when? Never. I'm never playing MTG with that guy again. I heard he doesn't even like bacon pancakes. Think of the 100 Bits Advent. Meatball. I still gotta get Magic Man to my house so I can show him all the legacy decks that I have. And we can do a legacy tournament together. That'd be really cool. I don't know when the next time he's gonna be in town is, though. The last time he was in town was for a business thing, and obviously businesses aren't going anywhere right now, so... Nice headband. Magic Man exclusive. Does that mean, like, he's there with us, or it's just for him? Like, I do a stream, but only he can watch? Certainly they'll put this song in, because it's the Final Fantasy theme. Maybe not this exact version, though. I'd be up for a super remade version of the Final Fantasy theme. The Duck Corporation. Did you help make this game? No wonder. No wonder it's so good. What Final Fantasy game doesn't have the Final Fantasy theme? Because off the top of my head, 1 does, 2 does, 7, 8, 9 does, 12 does. 12 has like the best version. Does 10 have it? I don't know if 10 has it. It might be hiding somewhere in one of the themes. But I don't know if it has, like, the real song. Does it? Okay. I don't know about 11. Or 14. 13 does, I think. Yeah, Taru donated Phantasy Star 4 a long time ago. I have a little bit of a surprise for her, too. On Monday. But I'm gonna keep it a secret. Alright, there we go. Final Fantasy VII PC 90%, 30 FPS in 2 hours, 21 minutes, 55 seconds. A great run with a lot of incredible fights. A lot of the tricks went well. Mostly just a big time loss to Mansion Skip. But other than that, great run.